Okay, I think I'm live. Let me check just to make sure I'm live. It's right after class. Yep, okay, I should be live. Send a quick message in the Discord. Hoping that y'all can see my entire screen. I think you could. Okay. Do I do level requests? Sure, why not? Do y'all hear me now? Should be unmuted now. You hear me now? Okay, good to know. My bad. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, I was muted. Trying to get like Griefer to 100. I don't think I can do it yet though. I've never done it before. You want level request? You can send the ID. I might try a practice run or something. Keep on dying at that part. You still can't hear me? Oh. Sure, try that one out. Whoops. What do I? Could you steal the verification? Nah, I wanna play. Okay, yeah, JK, sure. Try that. Bot Tree Demon. Sure. What's this? What? How do I even do this? Make a copy. Okay, how do I do this? Right over here. Yeah, I have no idea how I do that. Ignore damage. Look through it first. I have no idea how I do that. There's a straight fly. Yeah, this looks hard. But there's swing. Okay, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Was this hack verified? Or I just suck. 11 likes? That's insane. I guess I'll give it another one. Make it 12. Rated a demon. Impossible? Yeah. Try to get, like, decent run. I guess I'll go... Yeah, deleting that copy first. Grief buffed. Yeah. You have a showcase? Sure. Oh, ignore damage on. You could upload the link or something, or send it into Discord. I might check it after the stream. Your hardest is windy landscape? That's pretty good. That's much harder than mine. Okay, 5 viewers. That's a little better now. Make sure it's stable, then I'll make my announcements. 3 viewers, okay, and then they just left right after I said that. But I don't even care anymore. Okay, announcement. As you might have already saw, I wrote here, I will be doing both GD and AP CSP today because I have an exam on Thursday. So last stream, if you guys joined, reading the chat. So last time, if you guys joined, you might have remembered that I was doing some AP Calculus FRQs. So this time, I'm going to be doing it with AP Computer Science. Not this, actually, I should not be... Shit, I just closed the stream. Oh no. Let me reopen this. How do I go back to my stream? Whoops. Where is it? Oh no, I have to read chat. There, I guess, go live. It should be there. AP CSP, it's a college level computer science course where it's not advanced. So what I'm gonna do is, I have this right over here, and actually I created this project. So I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you guys. Not that. This right over here is called slow reaction time. As you can see, I have all of this binary ranked stuff over here. Press the link in the description if you want to play it. But we're not working on binary ranks right now. We're working on this because I'm gonna have to be explaining this project in an exam on Thursday. Here's how it works. It's just checking your reaction time. I did not use AI to do this, so it's kind of garbage. You're still in grade 7, that's fine. Because you could always just use AI to make a project. So there, that was a terrible reaction time, 700 milliseconds. Still pretty bad. Let me try to get a non-embarrassing run. I passed. Good enough for me. So basically what I have to do is I have to explain this project. So I have a bunch of these written responses right over here. I have a Word document open. I don't know if I'll need the Word document. I can't type it here though, so probably just do this. So what I'm gonna do today, because I have to study, but I also want to stream, I'm gonna be switching back and forth between this and GRIFE over here. So today, let's just start the first few written responses. I don't know if I'll stream again tomorrow or not. Look at the time. But here's the first one. So, programs accept input to achieve their intended functionality. Describe at least one valid input to your program and what your program does with that input. So, okay, you say you want to create games in computer science. You can, like, you could find tutorials or something. I don't know how to respond to that, but okay, describe one valid input to your program and what your program does with that input. So I'll have to make an input to this. So, God, it's the first question. I'm already stuck. I don't even know how do I even answer this. How do I? Sure, let's do something like that. So what's an input for this? One valid input to my slow reaction time game is a mouse input. And then I kind of missed the space where I don't really care. My program takes the reaction time that is taken from that input. I don't know what I'm doing. And then uses that to determine a score. Sure, I don't know what this is. 2 A. Let me figure out this. Put this over here. So, consider the first iteration statement in my personalized project reference. I should probably pull that one up. My personalized project reference would be here. Hopefully it doesn't show my full name. Don't want to get doxxed. Okay, good. Doesn't look like it shows my full name. So you can think of it as just like a study stream. Like, I'm still gonna stream, but I'm also gonna study because I have to. So, okay, consider the first iteration statement in my procedure. So, iteration, what's that? That's a for loop. So, okay, right over here. This is the iteration statement. So, this. So, what is being accomplished by the code in that? Okay, so it's just asking what is that? Well, So for each of the times I have in my slow reaction time, it gets, I don't know, summed up or something, and then it all gets combined. What am I doing? I'm high. And then it finds the average reaction time to determine a score. Sure, good enough. Say it loops through the list of reaction times and gives a average. Good enough for me. Okay, 2B, not 3. Oh, you took APCSA. Nice. That's really hard, I heard, APCSA. APCSP, unfortunately, yeah, you'll have to do a project, and you have to answer questions like this in the exam, which sucks, and you can't even use AI. But good job on CSA. What score did you get on CSA? Did you take it yet? Like this year? Next year? I don't know. So, consider the procedure identified in part 1. So, okay, this procedure. So, write 2 calls to your procedure. Okay, this is easy. So, call number 1 times list. Say you have 6, 7, 41, and 420 as your reaction times. Then, what does it say? Describe the expected behavior. I should probably annotate. Expected behavior. Well, you add up those 3. 6, 7, 41, 420. And then you get a reaction time of 176, because the procedure finds the average for you, and that's a very, very good reaction time. And then say call number 2. I'm too lazy to do more math, so say 200 for everything. Alright, you're back. Good to know. What did you just join into? Basically, what I want to do is I want to play. You got a 4, nice. Basically, I want to play GRIFE, this GD level, but I have an exam on Thursday. It's a big exam, AP exam. Not only did I pay $100 for it, but also, like, it's the only exam. Like, if I fail it, I'm not getting into college. I'm not getting college credit or something. Need to get, like, a 4 on it at least. So, I'm playing GD, but also studying for the exam at the same time. So, let me see how far I can get, because I'm getting pretty far. Not far yet, but goals at 30%. So, no, kind of fumbled that. You hope I pass it? Thanks. Like, genuinely thanks for that. Okay, so call number 2. Well, with those, you get an average of 200. Yay! What am I even doing? 2C. And then once I'm done with each, I'm gonna grade it right now on stream. And if I fail it, then oh well. 2C. Suppose another programmer, that doesn't sound good, provides you with another procedure called check validity value that returns true if the value is valid by the other programmer. So what this question is saying is, if there's a random guy who made a random function, is it valid or not? And returns false otherwise. Don't know what that's saying. Using the list in the list section. So, okay, here's my list. Explain an algorithm that checks. Okay, so I don't know what all of this is for. That's just redundance. That's random College Board redundancy. So it's just asking to check if it's valid or not. Okay, 2C. So first check if it's numbers, because obviously you can't average words, letters. Second, I guess check if, I don't know, what else really is there? Just checking the validity. Like, there isn't really anything, right? Check validity value that returns true if it's valid. So there isn't just much. Like, it's just if it's a number, an integer, because it has to be an integer, return true. If it's a string or something else, return false. Then I guess I'll have to say, like, If return false, say why. I don't know, man. Feels low-key cooked. Like, you have an hour to do all of these, and I did it in, what, like 6 minutes? So, AP, CSP, FRQs. Go ahead and check my answers. What's this, 2024? I think this is 2020. What is this? Why do I need to log in? Okay, 2024 scoring guidelines. You know what? I'm gonna grade it after I do a run of GRIFE. And then while I do this run, I am gonna contemplate how badly I probably did. Score predictions, guys, just write it in the chat. So it's out of 4 points. How many points do you think I'm gonna get with that kind of FRQ I wrote? Probably like 1, not gonna lie, but hopefully a decent score, because I've never done one of these FRQs before. And if I get like anything below like a 3, then I'm cooked. Yeah, I'll definitely have to buff this part like a lot. Like, I'll do a buffing stream later, probably not today. Because today I don't think I'm gonna get any bests. Maybe, you never know, but that was not good. Go to like start pose 3. Still need to get some runs to 100. This is pretty satisfying to play though, not gonna lie. Like, at first, I couldn't do it. Now, I still couldn't really do it, but I got a few runs to 100. Like, Griefer to the end. Not 100, but almost there. Like, I beat Tacos. I don't know what the last part's called. Say, probably, like, go at, like, I don't know, 15? I don't even know. Like, middle of Tacos go. So probably, yeah, go somewhere around like there. And I just got a good run and then everyone left. Okay, it's back down to 3 people, which means there's little enough people that I can grade this. So, let's just go ahead and grade this, I guess. Don't know if any of the old people are still here or not. I hope some are. But, where's the thing where I can draw? I forgot Word removed that. I can't even draw anymore. Ew. Okay. So what is this? Video program requirements. I probably did that right. The written response describes one valid input to the program, describes what the program does with that input. What is this? I do not know. What? I'm gonna make ChatGPT grade it for me. Say like, hey, ChatGPT grade my AP CSP. And then I'll probably get a shit mark. Okay, so I don't know if I get the point in that. Number 2, so what does it want? It says describe what's being accomplished in the iteration statement. I probably got that point. Maybe 2B. What is this? Just 2 calls. I probably got that. And then 2C is the one I'm nervous about. I don't think I did well on that. Why is the scoring criteria just so vague? I probably did pretty shit, but I'm just gonna paste that. And then I'm gonna paste my code as well. I already have it open. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste this. And then I'm also just gonna tell ChatGPT, like, don't grade it too hard. Don't check grammar and formality and stuff. And let's see, what score I get? 4 out of 6, 5 out of 6, depending on reader. Okay, probably 1. This is the dangerous one. 2B? I thought I did fine in 2B. That's the one I thought I certainly got. I don't know. This says you'll probably lose this point. So 2 calls to procedure must cause different code segments to execute. Why is that so? What does the question say? Where is the question? Cause a different code segment and procedure to execute. Yeah, I lost that point over there. So what does it say? So where's my procedure? My procedure's right over here. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna be possible. Because if it's not possible, explain why that's the case. Yeah. It's like, why is that so? Because I have this, calculate average, and then there's only 1 section. So yeah, that's not gonna work. Yep. Hey, so I'll probably lose a point for that. So yeah, 2B, I'll lose a point. And then 2C, probably failed. Yeah, exactly. I knew I was gonna fail 2C. What is this? Explain algorithm that uses checks validity. Checks if it's numbers, yeah. I'll just say, like, give me the answer for 2C and also for 2B. Looking at the procedure, is it not possible for 2 calls to cause different segments to execute? So let's see. Yeah, looking at it, it is possible to execute. Interesting. Sure, I don't know. I don't really care. And then 2B, sure. And then 2C. Man, that's the same thing. I don't really care. Okay, so that was 4 out of 6. Why did I write 6 out of 7? I typed 6, 7 way too much. 4 out of 6. So not a good start. That's like a 2 or a 3, which is a fail. So hopefully we'll do better on the next one, which is 2024 set 2. But before I do that, I'm kind of bored, so try to get some runs. Man, it's kind of unfortunate no one's really chatting in the stream. But I mean, I kind of did it to myself because, I mean, no one really wants to watch a random kid study for the exam. Last stream was pretty good. Last stream I had a few people talk to me. I know it's fun. Cause I like talking to people on stream who are subbed. I'd assume people aren't talking maybe because it's subscriber only mode, but just an experiment. You're still watching? Good, thanks. Good to know. Go open my fan, it's kinda hot in here. Thanks for the good luck on my exam. Sounds quite difficult. I mean, like, it's an easy exam, but the thing that's hard about it is, like, the curve. Because you need a 90% on the exam to get a 5, or, which is basically an A. Like, even if you get 80, you get, like, a C, like, a 3, which is just unfortunate. I got the MCQ, I'm getting, like, 80 to 90, which should be, like, a 4 or 5, and on the FRQ, it sounds like I'm doing pretty bad on it. I've never even gotten past that yet, oh my god. Past that green orb. I'm gonna practice that green orb. Why am I failing that green orb? Whoops, I accidentally exited. This green orb. Yeah, that's how I do it. And then there's that spam. Oops. Hey, let's try. A few more runs. Say maybe like, I don't know, 5 attempts, and then I'll do my second FRQ. That first one didn't count. There's number 1. 4 FRQs that I'm gonna do in total. I don't know if I'll get to do all of them today. Second attempt. I don't know, this is 4. What's my best run to 100? I don't think I've ever gone at a decent run to 100. Wait, I kinda gotta shut up. Yeah, oh my god, I keep on dying with that spike. My best run to 100, like, I just couldn't do the ending, because there's that random, like, blind wave, like, memory wave, and I could never do that wave. Like, I could only do it with hitboxes on, but, like, without hitboxes, I've never done it. I've done, like, GRIFE all the way through, like, almost the ending, though. I think, like, what, GRIFE to 95? Not 65, I think it's 70 to 95. Trying to get like 70 to 100, as you can see, which is not going so well. Done way more than 5 attempts. Last one. At least I'm doing GRIFE like semi-consistently. Like I fail at tacos, so I'll practice tacos a bit more. Okay, let's try second FRQ, and then make it like black color. Okay, so is this the second one? Yeah, this is set 2. Okay, 1. The expected users, and I just typed that wrong, but I don't really care. So here's my program, here's my PPR. First one, we made a bunch of mistakes. On the second one, I didn't read the question, and on the last one, I was lazy. So let's do better this time. Where's my PPR? Over here. Erase all of that. What am I drawing? That. The expected users of the program is people who... Oh my god, why is my typing so... Okay. Is the people who play games like Geometry Dash because they have to train and practice their reaction time. It can also be used for purposes such as like finding if you have a slower reaction time, which could be a problem, like an underlying issue, like you have a disease or something. So the expected users, I guess I gotta say only one. So that's gamers, and it addresses a concern that they have slow reaction time and can't play games like GD players can't beat demons, so they need faster reaction time so they can react to those blind jumps, or in more technical terms, my program helps train their reaction time so they can do what they do better. What am I even doing? It's terrible. Okay, number 2. I have my grades open. Close that. Don't want to dox my teachers. A. Whoops. A. So, okay. The first conditional statement, so that's like an if-else, I suppose. So the first conditional is, do I have a conditional? Okay, good. Thank God I have a conditional. I was about to be like, oh shit, did not have one. Okay, good. Thank God. I got scared. Because that's -5 if I don't. The games like CSGO might be more accurate for reaction time. Sure, I'm gonna write that in. Games like CSGO might be for reaction time training. 2A. Okay, so conditional statement is there. So describe, including as Boolean expression. I need a oh, it's just like that. Sure. Describe what the procedure does in general. Okay, so part A. So, okay, so what I need to do? I need to do 2 things. So first, my conditional statement checks if the time is valid or not, where it checks if the reaction time set is greater than or equal to 0. So non-negative, because obviously you can't have negative reaction times. And the outcome, not the outcome, I'm reading the wrong question. What it does is that if it's valid and if the Boolean is true, if the type is non-negative, so is valid, it gets added to the total and counts to find the average later on in the procedure. But if it's false, it does nothing because it's invalid. Yay! What next? Describe the outcome. Why do I keep on reading part B? Part A, not B. Describe what happens when it evaluates to false. So when it evaluates to false, that's basically when there is a negative number and it does nothing. it just omits it, but if it omits every single one, it returns 0. Good enough. B. GD, then B. Say, get 3 tackles runs, then I'll do B. That was 1 tackle run. What did I say, 2 or 3? I think I said 3. 3 tackles runs, then I'll do B. I also do a few runs from 0. Probably just 1 more tackles run, I guess, and then, because, what is it? Yeah, I gotta end soon. Maybe like 15 minutes or so more. Not really any familiar people from the previous streams came in today. I don't know if it's because of time zones, maybe. Because, yeah, this is not a good time to stream. It's 4 AM in the US. Okay, that's a tackles attempt, so I'm going to B right after this. Yeah, nah, I died there. Okay. B. No one's watching me anyways. So, okay, consider the procedure and procedure call identified in parts 1 and 2. Yes, 2:30 AM for you. Dog, you should go to sleep, man. But thanks for being here, though. So consider the procedure and procedure call in these. So that's the procedure. That's the procedure call, okay? Describe the outcome that your procedure call is intended to produce. So the procedure call is intended to produce an outcome that's calculating the average of the reaction times given the reaction times. What am I doing? What am I making stupid jokes? It is meant to call the procedure to find the average given the list of the 3 reaction times that is taken from the game. A new procedure call with at least 1 different argument value that will produce the same outcome could just be anything generic. Like, basically what has to be is, like, it has to be a list, such as, say, calculate average 6, 7. It just has to be a list and at least 1 element over 0, or even not really, and then that produces the same outcome-ish of 3.5. Like, of course, it's a different number, but if that's your reaction time, like, you get what I mean. ChatGPT, just give me the point on this and give me the answer. I don't know, what am I doing? Okay, sure, there's part B, and then B, part C. So part C, consider the procedure identified in this. So this procedure, consider that identified the parameters. Okay, the parameter used is times list, the list of times, the list of reaction times, and the parameter uses abstraction to manage complexity in the program, because instead of having several variables and a lot of hassle for all of those lists and numbers and stuff and whatever, instead you just have the list, like, what do I say, like the list one variable, one list showing everything, like, so it doesn't look bad or complicated to the user, and also at the same time it's less fair. Also, I'm just getting redundant. Okay, so that's the second FRQ, which I'm gonna go ahead and throw into ChatGPT and ask it to grade that as well. So set 1 went pretty horribly. Set 2 hopefully is gonna be a little better, but there, and upload that. Okay, and let's see, what grade does ChatGPT give me? Okay, this is better, probably a 6 or a 5, that's good to know. So, okay, yeah, the GD stuff, that works. What is this, 2A? What did 2A ask? The Boolean stuff, that's solid enough. 2B, yeah, that one's like the same result. Yeah, sure. And then, yeah, 2C is better. And then I'm going to ask it, like, give me a good answer for 2B, because my one is dog shit. Because, I'm not gonna lie, it is. And then I'm gonna ask, like, but what if the grader says it's not the same outcome, because you don't know with the original list, is it even gonna have a 200 or not? Like, I don't know what to even say. Sure. I don't really care. Okay, so I finished the second set of FRQs. Check the Discord real quick, see if anyone said anything. And then I'll do the third set. So second set was better. Second set, I think I'll give myself 5 out of 6, which is like a 4 or so. Which is not great, but it's better. Better than 4 out of 6. 4, so 4 in AP. It's graded 1 to 5. So FRQ set 3, which I'll do next. We'll do a few runs from 0. Check the Discord. You guys can join the Discord. Yeah, no one probably joined the stream from there, but that's fine. Okay, do some runs from 0. You know what? No one's here, so this is a good opportunity for me to do show hitboxes run. Show hitboxes, ignore damage. Because I'll do a GRIFE with hitboxes, so suppose I'll there's no hitboxes. I forgot about the hitboxes. Nah, it's so cooked, man. No one's even watching anymore. Okay. Whoops. That is not a great run. Okay, we're getting to the grief for tackles part, which is what I want to practice. That was not a bad tackles attempt. Griefer tackles. That was not a bad one actually. But my other that other part of my run was so dog shit. So yeah, not using this recording. And then there's this final wave, which is impossible when it's invisible. Go? What do you mean by go? I'm in practice mode and it's ignore damage. Play some Bros from Zero, I guess. And then I'll start the next FRQ. Have I even gotten any notable runs yet this stream? Let me at least get to 40% at least once. If I get to 40%, it's a successful stream, even though not a lot of people were here. Timing was bad. Sunday morning is pretty good timing. Sunday morning is actually a great time to stream. That looked pretty... Yeah, okay, I was reading the chat, so I died. That looked pretty accurate. Not bad. I have 14,000 attempts or so, I just saw. But it's... I don't know how many deaths that was. I don't have Mega Hack. Kinda wanna know my no-clip accuracy, but I don't have Mega Hack. So that sucks. Might hop back to the unbuffed version just because my consistency is really bad. It's kind of like Doggy with his I nerfed Grief, but for mine it's I buffed GRIFE because it's super nerfed already. Try to get at least 40% or so. But yeah, this wasn't a successful stream. This was one of the worst streams. It might be worse in the future, but it's not a good stream. Terrible. Oh my god, my hands kinda hurt. Yeah, I'll do the FRQ. No one's here. Okay, identify an expected or invalid input that a user could do. So just check, yeah, this is 2025. So I'm on to the third set of FRQs now. So, okay, an unexpected or invalid input a user could provide to my program. So, 1. My program isn't possible to accept an unexpected input because the only form of input it could accept is mouse down input, where there is only one way to do it, which is to click the mouse. There is no place where you can put any text boxes or anything. The only input is the mouse, so you can't cheese the game or something. IDK what I'm saying. So since it's the mouse, it's always just one kind of input is always kind of valid. Yeah. It's 4:40 for me. I gotta end stream pretty soon. The first selection statement. So the first selection statement is over here. Not that. This. I'm stupid. First selection statement in the procedure section. So the boolean in here is... Oh, there's 7 viewers. I better get back on GRIFE. Okay, there's 6 now, so 2 more people off, and then I'll get off GRIFE. It actually is not a bad attempt, because they still need to get at least some decent attempts. Drop. No. No, that could have been a good attempt actually. Last attempt, and then I'll do the FRQ, because I'm ending stream in like 5 minutes, not gonna lie. Okay. Oh, someone walked into my room. Good thing it wasn't my parents. That'd be disastrous. Okay. Let's try this start pose, because why do I keep on dying there? Oh my god, so bad. Okay, that's why I feel so off sync. I think it's because of the speed portal. Put it a little too early. Why not just go ahead and like completely delete it off the face of the earth? I can't even select. Yeah, there you go. Okay, people are gone. Back to this. By the way, thanks for always being here, Meromorphic Leguine 03. Okay, the first selection statement of the boolean over here. So, okay, what am I working on? So, identify the boolean. The first selection. That if the time is greater than 0, because if it's greater than or equal, not greater than 0, greater or equal then it's valid. Okay. Identify specific values. Specific set of values, making it false would be something like -50, because it's not greater than or equal to 0, like -50 is less than 0, so is false. And then, yeah, but technically that's not possible, because as I explained in 1, it's mouse. Okay, so that one's done. B, consider the code segment in part 2 over here. Suppose another programmer modifies this code segment. Okay, so someone's messing with my code now. Describe a modification they could make that will result in a logic error. So a logic error, and why would it be a logic error? What's a logic error? I think a logic error is like something wrong. Sure. No, it says the list section. Part 2 of the list section. So if they make it so that fastest is max reaction times and min is, I don't know, slowest is min reaction times, then it would be the opposite. It's a logic error because even though, oh my god, even though the code could run, it won't be as intended as its logic error, like max and min are swapped, you know. Sure. And then C, B, I don't know, B, okay, B, C, last one, and then I'll probably end stream soon. Consider the procedure identified in part 1 of the procedure sections of this. Describe the functionality. The functionality is that it calculates the average. So it first has 2 variables, the total and count, and then for each valid number greater than or equal to 0 is checked. The count is incremented to find the number, and then the total is summed by that time to find the total, and then you do total over count at the end to find the average. If all values are invalid, it returns 0. The functionality is to calculate the average. It results in the program being easier to maintain than if it were not to be a procedure, because since it's a procedure, you can just call it with just one line of code instead of using many lines, and it's easier, it's better, I don't know what else should I say, like it's easier to develop, and also when you change one thing, you change one place, not all. That was terrible. You're gonna try Heliopolis? Not a joke? Damn. Well, you're only trying it, so either you're gonna be spending like, I don't know, a few hundred attempts max, just like me, get like 1% on it, or you're gonna get like a lot of percent. Okay, I'm gonna have to open my ChatGPT there. Hopefully nothing freaky was in there. You know, I shouldn't be saying that, because I don't know what there is in my ChatGPT. It's never gonna be good. Okay, so 2025, and this is the last one I'm doing, and I'm done ending stream. Paste that. And then, yeah. And then all that I have left is the final set of written responses. So that I'm gonna do off stream. Okay, so likely 5 or 6. So written response 1. So it asked for an output, really? Really? Heliopolis looks like a more fun level to nerf. Kinda. I suck at timings though. This is interesting. What's output? Really? Did they open the wrong set of scoring guidelines? This is 2025. Yeah. Pasted the wrong rubric to ChatGPT. I pasted the wrong rubric. That's why I got confused. Okay, yeah, my answers are much better. Okay, yeah, finally got a perfect score. 6 out of 6. Let me see how many miles away is my parents from home. But yeah, okay, so yeah, that works. That that works. And yeah, all of these works. So, yep, I'm done with this. Yeah, my parents are like 2 miles away, so I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm saving this as a document. Finished 3 FRQs, so that's not bad. And I'm ending stream, so bye guys. And I don't know, I don't think anyone's gonna say bye, but finally I think that'll go to Sirius first. That sounds like a hard level. I don't remember what that is, but yeah. So I'll give you a 30-second window to say bye before I go. Not like anyone's gonna say it, because not like anyone's really here. Probably one of my least successful streams in terms of both viewers and GRIFE. Okay, thank you, someone said bye. Okay, well, I'm gone. See ya.